All right, Roadside WEMF, just after a short set. That's because you only have a few songs. We're with Jes Briden, also known as Motorcycle. First of all, how do you like the experience so far?
WEMF is great. I've only been here for a couple of hours, but it's really hot and sweaty in there and beautiful. Everybody's really into the music, and it was exciting to be here.
Now, everyone knows indirectly of late who Motorcycle is as the Rush come. Now, you have a few new tunes out. Can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, tonight I did a song called Deep Breath Love it's been spun by a couple of DJs. A lot of trance addicts, they do know that about that song. Also Imagination I did tonight, and a new one, a brand new one we're very excited about called Around You. And as the Rush comes. So those are all part of our record that we're working on now.
Now, as the Rush comes, I'm guessing you've been asked many a times, when did you first realize that this could be a hit?
As big as it is, it was funny, I always say this, we knew that we had something, and we're listening to it for months before we gave it out to everybody. It has a story of its own. It sort of just crept up through the DJs and through the underground. It took like 2 years to finally, get into the mainstream where it is now. But I'd say about the first, about 2 years ago at the Winter Music Conference in Miami, they started playing Oakenfold. Yes, everybody was playing it, and we were like, we couldn't believe it. So that's when we first noticed that we had something.
You met Josh and Dave. How are they to work with?
They are so funny. You got to see them together. We have a great time. We have a really good chemistry together. We all love the same types of music, and really on the same wavelength together. So we all do separate things. We always all add to the music. So I really have a great time, and we've been working more and more and more and more together. So we've been having a great time.
Now, the three of you, Josh, Dave, yourself, all came out of the States, but Motorcycle is released under a UK. Why is that?
Well, it sort of took off by itself. Armin van Buuren first signed it, Armada, and he's really, really took off with his label, and then EMI Positiva UK picked it up. So we spent a lot of time over there promoting it, and it really was big in Europe before it was ever big here. So that's why people always get it confused, because they think we come from the UK.
You're originally from New York City. How has that affected your musical career?
Well, a lot. I mean, I grew up going out a lot. I was definitely, into dance music growing up and everything. New York's a little more urban-oriented, a little more rap-oriented. The dance music is a little more harder, faster, sort of house. And then I moved to LA a couple of years ago and started singing with bands, and I think trance is bigger in LA, and just a little bit much different music, totally different music on both coasts. So I think I keep that spirit of New York and stuff I do. I like edgier kind of things. I try to put that in my lyrics and melodies, and so it definitely affects that part of it.
Two of the big names, Jan Johnson and Justine Suiza of the trance scene. Do you see yourself as looking to become someone associated with trance, or maybe down the road try something new, pop, rock, something like that?
It's sort of funny because I'm a little oblivious to how I am seen in the whole scene. I mean, it's funny, I just sort of write and sing, and I've been touring so much, and I mean, I do think I am associated somewhat with trance. I mean, As the Rush Comes was a big trance hit. And I don't think that I'll be abandoning those fans. You know, I plan to stay within, you know, the dance community for a while. I think we're working on a motorcycle album, and definitely will be dance oriented, the majority of it, although it's a little bit of everything. So
if you had a chance to work with someone else, maybe a side project, who maybe would you lean towards? Any genre of music?
oh boy. There's so many. Well, I'd love to work with there's so many people. I don't know. I love Bjork a lot, and I've said that so many times. I'd love to meet her just to see how she's such a crazy writer and everything. Also, I have met Rolling Stones a couple times. I'd love to do something with Keith before he goes away. Also, there's another producer I've been wanting to work with for a while, Jes Briden, and he's done a whole bunch of stuff in dance music and stuff.
You've heard of Philo and Perry, I assume, from New York. Maybe something there?
Sure. I love them.
Now, if you were to give some advice to someone just coming up, just singing, what would you say to them?
Well, I would definitely say don't give up. That's the first thing, because I think people just, it's hard, you know. I was struggling for years and years, and I still feel I am in ways, you know. Write a lot, you know, find people that you like to work with, you know. I've met so many people, you know, some people you click better with than others. And really get out there and do it. You got to push yourself. You got to sing in front of people. You got to be brave and just get out there and meet the people and sing to people and find out, you know, what you have to give. And that's what I would say. Most importantly, don't give up. Believe in yourself.
Now, is this your first rave per se, or have you sung at events like this before?
Oh no, this is like my 500th. I've been for the last year pretty constantly doing shows and festivals and all over the world.
On that note, the word drugs and rave are associated often. Do you see it as a major problem, or do you see it as just something that's there in everyday life, and it's just glorified by the media?
Well, I think in the past couple of years, I've seen it go down a little bit. It used to be a little bit more prevalent and a little more, you know, hardcore. I mean, I definitely think the media's blown it up a lot more. It's part of this sort of music, so I'm neither for it nor against it, but I definitely think it's not going anywhere.
Down the road, you're older, you have a son or daughter who's 15, and they say, "Mom, I'm going to go to a rave." What do you say to them?
I'd say, you know, please make the right decision, you know. I mean, I would not tell them to take drugs, definitely, but I know it's all around. I'd hopefully try to educate them a little bit beforehand, and hopefully they would be smart enough to know what to do.
And finally, just to finish off, where can someone get a hold of you if they're looking to maybe collaborate with you? And what's coming up in your schedule?
Well, we have two websites. My website is planetjes.com, that's with one S. And we also have motorcycleband.com, which finally we got up. We're very happy about that, and it'll show all the dates and stuff. You can also email me there. I usually get back to everybody. It takes me sometimes a while because I'm doing it all by myself, but I do get back. So right now I'm just continuously touring, but we're trying to get the motorcycle album out the beginning of next year. And so we've really just been concentrating on that. That's a lot.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of WEMF.
Thank you so much.